Hey everyone. So I got something pretty exciting to share with you. I believe the Lord was giving me a message through a dream that I had last week and then confirmed it with something that Talon spoke, my grandson. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that the Lord has used some of my residents to give me messages. And I haven't had one in a very long time. I think since probably last September. And the lady that replaced Jack, I just did not feel like the Lord was going to use her as a vessel. And so I kind of thought those times were over for now. But for the last month or so, I just feel like he's been using my grandson. So, anyways, you guys, last Wednesday, I had a dream. It was a very long dream, but so I'm not going to share the whole thing. But the important part of the dream was I had a dream about my grandma and my dad. And my grandma passed away in 2012, and then my dad passed away in 2014. And my dad and I we did not have a good relationship at all. But through it all, I still took care of him and brought him to live with us the last couple years of his life. And it's a long story, you guys, but I still have, I have forgiven him for a lot of the things that he's done. And I know that he is with Jesus. And that's what I really tried to work with him on the last year or two of his life when he did come to live with us. Um, he was raised in a Christian home, and he he was just not a nice person. And so I struggled with that with my dad, and throughout the years we just battled. And so I told my dad at the end of his life that I had forgiven him for all the terrible things that he has done, and that nobody could save him but Jesus, and that he had asked the Lord to forgive him. And so when he did pass away, I was pretty confident that the Lord took him home. And so, anyways, you guys, just throughout the years, the last couple years, when my dad gets mentioned in some conversations, depending on that hurt and anger comes back. And I always pray and ask the Lord to take that away from me. But then, it just festers in conversations and stuff. And then I, just have bad feelings. And then I have to repent of it because, I've forgiven him, and I knew that the Lord was taking care of it all. So over the years, I've had a few dreams of my dad, but this time, again, it was a very long dream. But I'm just going to fast forward and tell about just this one part. I walked in to this room, and my grandma was sitting in this very low chair, and she was just talking away, talking away to pretty much everybody in the room. I'm not sure who was in the room, but there was a bed right behind this chair. And so I was kind of laughing, and I got into the bed, and I was just laying there listening to her. I don't remember anything that she spoke, but I just knew that she was talking. And so I'm laughing, and everybody's kind of looking at me, just because I was kind of making fun of her laughing. And then she turned around and she says, "Oh, there you are." And she started laughing. And it was just a precious moment, you guys. Even though it was a dream, I've dreamt of my grandma quite a few times, and it's just always a happy thing. And I think the Lord just knows that I need to dream about my grandma once in a while. Um, and then so I sat up on the edge of the bed, and my dad was sitting in like a gurney chair. Sorry, guys. Um, he was sitting in like a gurney chair. That's the only like how you go to the emergency room and they put you on those gurneys or whatever, but it was like a chair. And he was sitting up, and he looked at me and he said, "I've really missed you." And he moved closer to me, and he was using his hands. My dad had multiple sclerosis, and he used his hands to get closer to me, and he put his arm around me, and I think that's when he said that he missed me. And then he said, "Don't worry, all my wounds are healed." And he smiled. And then I got off the bed and I went into another room, and then other things happened, but I'm just not going to share because it's not, it's nothing to share. So then I was happy, that I had the dream, and I just knew that the Lord was telling me that through all the things that my dad had went through in his life and how he treated um, his loved ones and everything. It wasn't just me and my brother he was not nice to, but he was not nice to other people outside in the world, to friends and distant relatives. They just loved him, but he was a different man behind closed doors. And so I just knew that the Lord was just telling me that, and he has many times, that my dad is with him. And so it just comforted me, but just to let me know that his wounds were healed. And I knew he meant, emotionally, physically, that he was with the Lord, and he's good. And so I was just happy to receive the dream. Well, then Sunday, when I got home from camping, my son had brought my grandson Talon over because my grandpa was coming that evening. And so once he got here, we got him settled in, and we were sitting on the couch, and Talon was playing on the floor with his trucks and stuff. And my grandpa and I were talking, and then Talon comes up to me and he says, "Nana." And I said, "What, baby?" And he said, "He rubbed my back." And I said, "Who rubbed your back?" And he said, "Your daddy." And I said, "My daddy?" He said, "Yeah, Nana's daddy, your daddy." And I said, "Did he say anything?" And he said, "Yes, that it's going to be okay." And you guys, I could have just lost it right then and there. And I just knew that this happened. He went back and started playing with his toys, just like it's no big deal. Like, I have to give you this message, and now I'm going to go back and play with my toys. So, um, the crazy thing, though, you guys, is that I've never ever talked to Talon about my dad. I've never talked to him about his grandpa. And so for him to say these things after I had just dreamt of my dad on Wednesday, I just knew that it was a confirmation. And and I know we're going through so much, the bride of Christ, and um, as you guys can see, the brethren, us that are watching for the Lord and giving these messages and everything, we are being attacked severely right now. And we know, just because we're so close to the end, of course we're going to be attacked. And we just got to remember that we don't fight against the flesh, we fight against the spirits that control them. And I've talked about the spirits and everything, and how that they can attach themselves to these people. And I just don't understand these ones that call themselves Christians, but they have nothing else better to do than to come on YouTube and come against so many of us. And I know there's the ones that are getting attacked. I know with all my heart that, including myself, that we love Jesus, and we're just trying to tell people the times that we're living in, and that the Lord does love these people. And I don't agree with everything, you guys, but we do the best that we can to get these messages out. And I know some of these girls that are being attacked, I mean, they just love the Lord, everything that they have, and They love just everybody, and we're just trying to get as many people to Christ as we can before it's too late. And I think that's what the message was that it's going to be okay, that we just need to keep on keeping on and doing what God put in our hearts to do. Like I said, we all have a job. We all have um we're servants of the Lord, and he places us wherever we need to be and puts people on our paths and gives us things that he wants us to do for the kingdom of God. And again, as you guys can see, we're just being attacked so much, but I think he's just telling us it's going to be okay. Just keep on doing what we're doing and keep focused on the Lord and the kingdom and what awaits us, that we're going home, and just that we got to give it everything that we have, you guys, regardless of the attacks. I know so many people are being so attacked that they're just giving up and just battling this daily, especially the people on YouTube. Just it's just crazy, and you guys know what I'm talking about. But the bottom line is, I just believe that the Lord was using Talon to let me know that it is going to be okay, and that we're soon departing from this earth, and we are going to our forever home, where we are going to be with Jesus and our loved ones. And so these times that I'm going through, I'm still going through this emotional roller coaster of, my highs and lows, and battling people in my life that are filled with these demonic spirits. And I just, I try and give it to the Lord and just pray for these people. And that's all we can do. That's all we can do. And and I think the Lord, just like I said, is just, he gave me that dream to let me know, just comfort me with seeing my grandma and my dad, and then just saying it's going to be okay. So, it was just pretty awesome, you guys. And I just felt like I needed to share that, and just again keep you guys encouraged, and know that we're tremendously close to going home. As you guys know, I've received the number 23 for a long time now, for a very long time. And as I'm looking at the clock, it's 10:23. Oh my gosh, it's 10:23. And it's just crazy how the Lord just gives me this number. And now I'm seeing Steve Fletcher. I didn't watch any of the videos, but I'm seeing the 23, that he's pointing to 823. Something about Obama and his jersey that he wore. I think he was in basketball or something, and this jersey is being auctioned. But as I scroll through YouTube, I'm seeing these 23s again. So again, guys, I don't know if the Lord is pointing to an actual date of 23, but the last time that I shared that I had received 23, and I asked the Lord to give me that sign, instantly it showed up on the D, a big 23, and then it gave me a number 7. So I'm thinking, well, we're past July. What could be the 7? What could that represent? I don't know, and I can't think of, like, on the Hebrew calendar, if we go what number we are on. Are we on 7 or are we on 9? I'm not sure. I used to know the Hebrew calendar like you wouldn't believe, but today I just can't tell you what that is as far as the 7 goes, but I know 23 means the Father gathers. So anyways, you guys, we just need to keep on, going. And I just wanted to encourage you guys with this message. But I got to get going. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. And may the Lord bless you guys to the absolute fullest. And I love you guys so much. And I just want to just keep on keeping on, you guys. It's all we can do is pray for our enemies and pray that the Lord just hurries everything up and we can fast forward to the very end. That's just my prayer, you guys. I'm so ready to go home. I'm just so ready. But again, guys, I love you and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Take care and God bless.